shapes, sizes, colors, even patterns, and when they don't go away, they often become an unbearable problem. I'm talking about the dreaded body rash and how this one type affected our next guest.
I suffer from this rash. It happens whenever I get excited, nervous, upset. It's blotchy, red, and it's very instant. I experience this daily. It can last anywhere from 10 minutes to 30. I think this rash stems from an incident in my childhood. In elementary school, I had a teacher who humiliated me in front of the entire class. I didn't have the right answer, so she made the entire class laugh at me before I could sit down. That situation was just traumatic. It's impacted my entire life. I fear putting myself out there. She destroyed my confidence. I'll be in the grocery store with my husband, and we'll run into somebody that we know, and it'll be immediate breakout in hives.
If Madison's going to make a public appearance, she will make sure her chest is covered.
I've seen several doctors. I've just heard different things from every doctor. It's really frustrating to be 27 and be so fearful of success. Putting yourself out there and turning red. This girl's not confident. We want somebody who's confident. I do want kids one day, but I worry that I won't be a good role model. That's something I struggle with. I just worry that'll be something that they have to be embarrassed about. Why does their mom turn red all the time? You know, things that you shouldn't have to worry about.
After our producers heard about Madison's story, they sent her to see dermatologist Dr. Sandra Lee to see what might be done.
I'm going to do a little test to see whether this is blood vessels here that are causing this problem. I have a glass slide. This is definitely blood vessels. Your skin is a little more translucent and you can see blood vessels through them. There are things that I can recommend, certainly. There are lasers that make smaller some of these blood vessels, so maybe when you do flush, you won't flush as much. There's a topical cream that we know can constrict blood vessels temporarily, but you have things that trigger this, anxiety and stress.
It's hard to put yourself out there when it's constantly happening.
You want to feel as good inside as you look on the outside, because I do think you look beautiful.
Thank
Okay?
you.
I think we need some help here. I'm going to send you to Dr. Mike Dow. He's a licensed cognitive and behavioral therapist, which is great because I think that he's going to give you strategies.
Hi there, Madison. I'm Dr. Mike. What's really interesting about your case is it really impacts so many areas of your life.
I just feel like I can't enjoy the same things as other people. You know, and people don't have to worry about turning red.
This is all that they see. The flushing is all they see, not you, not Madison.
Yeah, I know that everything is flushed.
You can actually feel it
Yeah,
when it's
I can
happening.
feel it.
Your case fits a very typical presentation in terms of how it showed up. You know, usually people with pathological blushing, it starts around adolescence.
When I was younger in grade school, I had an awful teacher.
If she was here, what would you want to say to her?
I'm sad that she stripped that confidence. And I think that's really hard to do to a child.
All the things that she took from you, you're still mourning that.
Every time I flush, it's like I get mad at her. You know, like I'm mad at her because I feel like it's coming from her.
The angrier and the more emotional you are, the more likely that is to happen. So you're in this paradox.
I think when I'm turning red, it's more along the lines of like I'm mad at myself.
I think we've got to figure out how you can forgive yourself. When that teacher shamed you, your brain said, this is the physiological response when I get embarrassed. The great thing is you can unlearn it. What would happen if you actually sort of forced yourself to do the thing you're telling me you'd like to do?
I think that I'd be more confident. I'd be more willing to seek out opportunities rather than run from them.
And who has the power to give that to you?
That'd be myself.
That'd be you.
Yeah.